Reloaded. We're back with another great question. Is Satan as powerful as God? Now, that's a great question to ask because it could totally change our whole theology. Because can God be God if there's somebody more powerful than him? Now, we're going to go to the Bible to figure this out because, again, one, we got to load our clip to spray that script. But two, if we believe the Bible is true, which we do, and we have other conversations to back that up, then we could use this as artillery against any kind of lie or question that may come our way. So number one, Satan does have power. Well, go ahead and clarify that before getting the answer. Satan does have power. In Ephesians 2, it says that they refer to Satan as the prince of the power of the air, meaning he is the prince of the power of the air. He has power here on earth. What happened was Satan came upon God, they were partying, worshiping him, and he said, yo, I want to be you. I want to be better than you. So God, in his loving way, he said, okay, well, let's find out how good of a God you will be. So he sent him down here on earth as some kind of big cosmic experiment to see how good of a God Satan can be. So in that way, as a part of God, he had to give him power. And so Satan does have power here, and we can see that as we have so much evil happening around us. Now, is Satan as powerful as God? Or even more powerful than God? Well, let's look at a few different things. So number one, can Satan have more power than God? Well, Isaiah 14:24, the Lord of hosts has sworn, as I have planned, so it shall be, and as I have purposed, so it shall stand. So, is Satan more powerful than God? Well, God's saying here, as I have planned, so it shall be. So if I've planned it, it shall come to pass. And if I have purpose for it, it will stand. So, can Satan be more powerful than that? Then no. God's purpose will stand over any other thing that comes against it. So we can look at that and say, no, I don't think Satan is as powerful as God. But that's just God saying it. So let's get some evidence from Satan himself. And this is what I love. So the book of Job, flipping over to chapter 1 of the book of Job, it's a conversation between Satan and God. It's crazy. Because Satan was like, man, do your people actually really love you? And God goes, go to my faithful servant Job. And Satan then questioned him and say, whoa, but don't you have like a hedge of protection around him because you've blessed his hands and all of his work? And God then said, you can go. You can go do whatever you want to him. Now, what's crazy about that is Satan, as powerful as God, Satan had to come to God before he could attack one of God's people. Whoa. If that does not give you confidence, I don't know what does. Satan is not as powerful as God, because we can see here in the story of Job that Satan had to go to God before he attacked one of God's people. He had to ask permission, and God had to let him. So, no, Satan is not as powerful as God. We can see that. God's saying, whatever I've planned, will plan. No, nothing come against my plan, because he's more powerful than anything that can come his way. But two, for Satan to even attack one of God's people, he had to come to God and ask permission first. Because if Satan was more powerful than God, he wouldn't have to go ask me. He just does whatever he wants. But Satan knows that what God has purposed, it will stand. And what God calls into effect, it will come. There's nothing Satan can do to thwart God's plan. So God could not be God if there is somebody more powerful or as powerful as him. So no, Satan's not as powerful as God. Although Satan does have power, as he is referenced as the prince of the power of air, he has power. He is not more powerful than God. So be on the lookout, be on the watch, for Satan is powerful and he has tactics and ways to come your way, but the only thing he does is he lies. That's his only tactic. So watch out. He's coming for you, but how can you plan for that? With truth. Because the only way to defeat a lie is truth. So we got to make sure we're loading our clip and spraying the script. Because he is coming after you. And the only way he attacks is through lies. So fill yourself up with truth so you can stand firm and fight back. Later.